Language, especially English, is a tricky thing. The same word spoken with a different inflection can mean something totally opposite to what is intended. Different listeners also hear different meanings in the exact same message. One sees a small, strange painting of a creepy lady on the wall. Another sees the Mona Lisa. Listening to the recorded words of the man known as Donald Trump, going back decades, indicate a character of high intelligence, hyper-attentive to appearances, and galvanized by a game theory of reality in which all circumstances and experiences are a mere result of cause and effect. A playground in which he lives and also has designed and built. One may forgive the Donald for such a mind state, as in truth it reflects the exact operation of the universe as it pertains to all human actors, whether they realize it or not. Every human actor at high levels of activity in science, finance, government, military, and even entertainment realizes at some point or another that there exists a club, an organization made up of select individuals that make and enforce decisions by virtue of their perceived authority, including the decision of whose lives are worth keeping and whose will be thrown away. A person who spends a lifetime in a comfortable state of subsidized mediocrity may never perceive the existence of the club, nor the cage of predictable movement its members have worked to construct around him. Truth, as always, does not cease to exist just because people fail to recognize it. Part of what most people seem to believe is an aspect of growing up is acquiescing. In other words, becoming quiet in the face of an authority figure telling us what to do. The system is patriarchal as well as matriarchal. Do what your father tells you. Don't make your mother angry. The program is biological in the sense of family, yet supposed authority figures speak to us in commands, in terms of force, without any blood relation as basis. Yet not all who wander in this labyrinth are lost, and those with deep and sacred roots never shiver in the frost. The old that is strong does not wither, all that is gold does not glitter, and all the king's castles aren't worth more than that in amnesia we have lost. Nevertheless, in a world of sleepers deprived of their memory and the wisdom that accompanies it, there has always remained a brotherhood and a sisterhood that remember the old ways. The way and the life that moves within the harmonically ordered chaos symphony of nature. Certain abilities universally accompany the human actors who choose to become players in this symphony of nature, as they, as in their body, are the instruments being played. Unlike a conventional musical instrument or video game controller, for example, there are no limits to the sound, shape, and color of the human soul, and there are no boundaries in the video game of life. People who start to put the pieces together of how reality works start to perceive an image that invariably touches upon the aforementioned club of individuals assuming positions of authority. They call this club by many names, not the least of which is the Illuminati. What these aspirants to knowledge perceive as a single monolithic entity of ruthless intent and omnipotent powers, the adept magician expands to perceive as, in a clear vision, many clubs of different types of human actors, each moving to protect, preserve, and enhance the interests of its members. A member is a limb, a part of a greater body which moves with a common purpose. There exist hidden orders of human activity at all scales, in all spheres. The occult orders of the church, military, police, banks, entertainers, and oligarchs are only some of the more visible organizations. But by no means are they the only players on this stage. Some groups are content to merely fulfill their covenant and retain their memory. Some secret orders consist of only one member. For many cycles, over a century in fact, an unholy alliance has prevailed among the secret orders of the world, a sort of slave trading scheme in which the inhabitants of this world are but livestock serving as raw material and collateral for a great financial machine, a labyrinth with walls of paper money, adorned with the watchful faces of dead but dreaming presidents and the monarchs who now oversee the plantation they have built. It is the motion of the captives caught within this labyrinth that powers the turbine of their empire. Some elite families support this, others oppose it. The last to do so was named Kennedy.